Welcome. This is my Soxhlet extractor. I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. So this Soxhlet extractor is basically a method of extraction for organic compounds. It has an extraction chamber that you fill with product. I'm extracting some turkey tail mushrooms. You have your boiling flask at the bottom with your heating mantle. Very important to have a stirring heating mantle. And that's boiling off the solution down here. This is a mixture of ethanol and water, and then that is, the vapors are going up and around this arm on the side into the chamber, the extraction chamber, where it then condenses with the condenser. I also have a secondary condenser that's running off a much colder ice chest, just to catch anything that goes past here. For a chiller, I went cheap route. I did order a real chiller, but this got me at least proof of concept. And this is a chest freezer that I fill with water. I have a cup with a thermometer that's hooked up to an Inkbird. I have it set to 24, 25 degrees. That, and then I have two pumps down there. One pump has nothing on it, so it's just churning water, and the other pump is going up to the chiller and then back down and in. And what that does is it makes it to where I leave the pumps running all the time, and it allows the water to freeze around the outside in ice layers, basically like a big thermal battery. And then it lets me run this for about, like, I don't know, 8 to 12 hours, and then the coolant temperature, all the ice melts and the coolant temperature hits like 40 degrees, and I'll shut it down. If you don't have enough cold coolant flowing, you end up losing vapor, so you got to keep the temperatures down. Couple cool things about Soxhlet is that it's basically refining the solution, so you can see the solution is actually clear, and then what comes out is gonna be, you know, not clear, and it continuously does that over and over. There's definitely some promising benefits of doing this Soxhlet extractor. It's not a whole lot of people are doing it commercially. I think it's viable. I think there's definitely some benefits of doing it. There's some tricks like changing out the product being extracted. So right now I'm doing a double day run. So I ran this for a day, pulled a sample, running it for another day. I'll pull another sample, and then I'm going to change out the product that I'm extracting. Don't change out the solution, and basically just concentrate it more. So I'm going to play around with that, send the samples out for some lab tests, and see how that goes. The reason for all the insulation is just to keep temperatures where they should be. This one keeps the extraction chamber warm, because I don't want that to cool down. And this one keeps the chillers from, you know, condensing and losing BTUs to the room. So we want to try to save that energy. And then also this insulation rope that helps make sure that heat goes into the flask and not into the room. You can get a better idea of what the Soxhlet looks like on here. So you have the extraction chamber, and then you have a siphon tube that when the water or liquid gets up to this point or a little bit above that point, it then goes over that, comes around down, and goes back into that bottom boiling flask. And then that's your vapor. Your vapor goes along that big, like 3/4 inch tube. These are very fragile, so I actually add a little bit of silicone so that way this can't move, because when you first get this thing's dangling free. And one of them that I got was even broken in shipping down in here, likely because this thing wiggled while it was shipping. So I have 2 more of these on the way, so I can run my trials a lot faster. I definitely think that this might not be the ultimate way to extract, but I think there are definite like labor efficiencies that are going with it. So I have one more just like this that it'll be with the glass flask and the mantle, and then I have another one that I ordered where it's going to be tri-clamp fittings and a spool, like a large pipe, all stainless steel, and then a heating clamp and a little bit larger volume. So that one should be cool, and then I can build off of that. Here's my temperatures. So this is a data logger. I bought this for my autoclave, never ended up hooking it up, and I think that this honestly is a better utilization of it. So I got my extraction temperature, I got my ice bath up here temperature, that's for the secondary chiller, and then this is my coolant flowing in and my coolant flowing out of here. And then I also have, this is the temperature of the vapors, so I know what I'm approximately boiling at. So that's it. I wanted to share before I got to the next step. I wanted to share this basically because I think that this is the chest freezer chiller is perfect if your process is not too many BTUs. Like this is 850 watts, right? So this needs to chill that much. It's like, I don't know, 2000 BTUs or whatever it is. Obviously can't keep up with it, but the icing of it, that allows you to use more BTUs essentially, like thermally battery it, save it up. Or if you're running a smaller Soxhlet, you could absolutely run, a 1 or a 2 liter mantle that's only like 300 or 600 watts on this, probably, 20 hours or maybe a little more than that, depending on how hard you're running it, without spending $1,000 or $2,000 on a glycol chiller. Other things you can do is, yeah, you can put glycol in this and get the temperature down, but the phase change not occurring, the ice not happening and saving up that coldness, I'm not sure how effective. I think the icing is actually more effective than keeping it all liquid solution. I don't know, chemists and physicists, please chime in, but I believe that making it to where I have a 100-pound block of ice versus coolant that's at 34 degrees and liquid because it has glycol in it, this has more thermal energy. But please correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, this definitely works. Just make sure that coolant stays flowing. You can see the distillate is starting to build up there, and the siphon should be starting really soon. So I also have these on here to help boost the cooling. I don't know how effective it really is, trying to take some of the heat load off of the condenser, and it's kind of choking up. You can see this isn't the greatest design condenser. It kind of gets to where it's so filled with condensate that it doesn't even flow out. So I'm trying to make it to where more condenses around here, if that makes sense. Might need more of these, and I'm probably going to get better glue. This is not glue, this is just thermal, like the paste. I need actual like epoxy or something like that. I might JB weld some on. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, and then I'll show you some of the product that we have. Right now I'm trying to separate out some of the solids on this one. I just put that in, but you can see I have some beautiful product here. This is a lion's mane in 40% alcohol, just straight vodka. And you can see I got some floaters, I got some sinkers. I believe that's all polysaccharides. And then up in here would be like your terpenoids and other alcohol soluble stuff, but for whatever reason a lot of the, I believe, polysaccharides dropped out and flocculated at the bottom and on the top. So whereas this one is not, it's staying in solution. So yeah, here's some of the raw product that we're extracting. We got the lion's mane and the turkey tail. Definitely learning about the grind size. You definitely want a different size grind for different products. Like I definitely think that I ground that too fine. It tends to turn into a cloggy cake. So, but yeah, really excited about playing with the Soxhlet more. I think it's a very promising method of extraction. Stay tuned for future progress. I do have tinctures available in wholesale quantities. If you want to get, a dozen bottles, it's something like $16 a bottle. So if you want to take that and sell it at market, we are an FDA, USDA inspected kitchen for food processing. All right, take it easy and keep on mushrooming.